Well, everybody, how you doing? Greetings and salutations. It's late, but I'm sure if you're a Lions fan, you're jumping up and down at the edge of your seats because the Lions went into Arrowhead and beat the defending Super Bowl champions. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat. Probably not the prettiest game in the world. I think we can all agree on that. Dan Campbell, as we know, and I talked about live on the air tonight along with Sarge Tony Libretto. Hey, you can say what you want about not playing your guys in the preseason, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but at the end of the day, they got through the first half. They got through some of the clear miscommunications on defense, and what do you know? They showed a lot of grit, determination. They showed moxie, poise, whatever you want to say. The team came in and did something very few probably thought really possible. Say what you want, Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. The NBC crew had some sort of stat where he was pressured 18 times, not sacked once. And I can say this about the Detroit Lions. Aiden Hutchinson is a beast. Joshua Pascal, Aleem McNeil, they were getting there. They just weren't getting to the guy. I'll say this. Derek, how you doing? Okay. It's a huge win for the Lions, not just for the simple fact that they got the win. But think about if they would have had a close loss to the Chiefs. A lot of people would have said, hey, it's just the same old Lions. Hey, we do enough to make it close, but we couldn't finish out. To me, one of the most impressive parts is when we got the ball back with 2 minutes left, we imposed our will on Kansas City. We went after them. We got the first down and iced the game, and then, Kansas City knew what we were going to do. Everybody came out to stop the run. And you know what? The Lions didn't rely on any trick plays. They just simply said, you're going to try to stop the run. We're going to try to run, and we're going to kick your – we're going to do what we want to do with you. And that's exactly what they did. So whatever it may be, a huge win, 1-0 on the season sure does taste a lot better than 0-1, no matter what the Mountain Dew tastes like. Glad to see you. You guys are all in the chat. Hey, tell me, what did you think of the play of the game was? To me, there's a couple of them at the end, but I guess just, getting the stops and getting the first downs, keeping Patrick Mahomes, especially in the first half, keeping him off the field. A lot of mistakes, a lot of things to clean up, but who wasn't a fan of Jack Campbell? Who wasn't a fan of Gibbs? Laporta, I thought, had a good game. And I'm just talking about some of the rookies. Let's not forget Branch's pick six, plus, some of the other plays he made. Let me tell you, this team's got some real promise. The one thing I will say is you could tell that they haven't had a lot of time together, both on offense and defense as far as the starters. That showed just like it did last year against Philadelphia. But you know what? Unlike last year against Philadelphia, tonight the Lions got the win. Now, it's time to get greedy. We all need to celebrate, enjoy this win tonight. Maybe talk about it a little bit tomorrow. But from here on out, if this team really is going to be a team of destiny, the greatest team in the Lions' history since the 50s, then you can't be satisfied with this. You've got to push on and do more. Coach speak here. Tonight, you enjoy it. Tomorrow, it's time to get back to work. And I have no doubt, probably like you guys, Dan Campbell's going to be all over that. Dan Campbell's going to demand more from these guys. The only real knocks I have on it is, maybe I'm biased here, but I think James Houston needs to be on that field a whole lot more than what he was tonight. You can say what you want about Charles Harris, and yes, he did have a good game. I just think in passing situations, Houston is a real problem for everybody to block. Hutchinson, he looks better than he was last year, and he was pretty good last year. Aleem McNeil, pretty good. There was no real splash plays. I thought there was one or two times where he got penetration and didn't get the holding call on some of Kansas City's offensive linemen. Our receivers, the one thing I did talk about on air, and then if you guys caught it when I was talking with the Sarge about it, is I was not impressed with the fact that some of the receivers didn't generate more separation. But is that a credit to Kansas City and their secondary, or is that just something that maybe weren't on the same page with some things, and as crisp as we could be, because a lot of these guys did not play in the preseason. Whatever it may be, I'm going to say this, the Lions got a whole lot out of this game from an emotional standpoint, and us as the fan base. There's no talk tomorrow about same old Lions. You played a close game, you couldn't finish it out. They finished it out on defense and then on offense. I'd say that's a real credit to what this team and regime is trying to build. I think we all can say this: the Seattle game next week is a real big one. You go in there and now go 2-0. I think things get pretty interesting with some of the games in the foreseeable future after the Seattle game. I'm not going to keep you guys all night. I know that you're probably going to tune into about 40 other people talking about it. And to be fair, it's 11:30 here and 5 o'clock in the morning. It gets here pretty quick. So enjoy the rest of your night. I hope you all enjoy this win. I'll have a few takes for you in the morning, as I always do. And I'll see you then on Lions Talk Live. Take care.